Are you waiting for the band to stop playing because the ship is finally submerged before you wake up to the fact that you need to stock up on all of the things that you need in order to sustain your standard of living? Hello YouTubers, Alaska Prepper here. I hope that you all had a great Thanksgiving yesterday, and thank you very much for joining in today. Ladies and gentlemen, would you invest $100 to get $20 back on top of what you invested in a mere 6 to 8 weeks? A lot of people would. That's a great return, 20% return. Well, right now, you are being told by General Mills that you can make 20% return on the fiat currency, or the dollar bills as most people know them, if you buy food now, because food is going to continue to go up. Just like I would say 99% of every prepper channel that I know has been talking about food prices going up. Not only has the news been telling you, not only has the government been showing you with their CPI, that doesn't include food or fuel or medical prices, ladies and gentlemen. For those of you that don't know, that the CPI, the Consumer Price Index, or indices, does not include the price of fuel, food, or medical care. That's why it's so low at 6 point something percent. Whereas I believe that real inflation, the price of everything combined going up, I would say is at least 30% or more this last year. So what are you going to do? Are you going to still hang on to your dollars? Research Ray Dalio. He's a famous investor, and he himself, a billionaire, ladies and gentlemen, a billionaire, says that cash is trash. So I can't tell you what to do because I'm not a financial advisor, but I can tell you what I think. I think that if you don't stock up on food now, that you are going to be paying a lot more than 20%. You see, 20% is what they're telling you, but you're not really thinking about all of the in-betweens. General Mills says 20%. That's how much they are going to charge. They are going to charge an additional 20%. What about all of the in-betweens? What about the people that transport the food? What about the people that stock the food? What about the people that have to sell the food at supermarkets? You see, they're also going to bump up what you have to pay, because they have to pay people who have to live with these price increases. That's why, in my opinion, the minimum wage will never work. Because it doesn't matter how much you increase the minimum wage, prices will continue to increase even faster. Because the more you pay someone, the more you have to charge for your product or your services. So ladies and gentlemen, you better get ready. I wanted to show you a few things just from this one site. Alright, we'll go ahead and read this article real quick because it's a very, very quick article to read. And it says here that General Mills is going to raise prices, and they say some prices, right? But we know how to read between the lines, ladies and gentlemen, by 20% in January. And this is just what they are telling us, all right? And this is just one company. News of rising food prices has frequented headlines in recent months, and there doesn't appear to be any reprieve in the near future. We've been talking about this for months, and what have I been saying? Food prices are not going to go down. Everyone's thinking that, oh, just wait till the end of the year, let's get through this little tough patch, and then everything will get better. The dollar is dead, ladies and gentlemen. They can blame it on anything and everything they want to blame it on. But the fact of the matter is that the dollar is on life support, and the reason that prices go up is because the dollar is dying. General Mills plans to raise prices on hundreds of products across dozens of brands early next year, and by a considerable amount. Well, wait a minute, ladies and gentlemen. Here it says hundreds. Didn't they just say here some? Raise some prices? Oh, I guess some is now equivalent to hundreds. Citing a General Mills letter provided by an anonymous wholesaler, the reporter says that the company will raise prices in mid-January on brands that include, and you can read all of the brands for yourselves, ladies and gentlemen, because that's not what really matters. What matters is this. Why are you not stocking up yet? Why have you not heard the music playing in the background? The Titanic has already hit the iceberg, and we are in the process of the rivets popping off of the steel of the ship, and the compartments down below filling up with water, while the band is still playing atop. Are you waiting for the band to stop playing because the ship is finally submerged before you wake up to the fact that you need to stock up on all of the things that you need in order to sustain your standard of living? I understand that I am speaking mostly to people that are community members of the Alaska Prepper channel, but in hopes that some of you here are new, or some of you here only watch this channel for entertainment purposes, which I don't know why you would, because I'm probably the most boring person you know or have seen. But I'm doing this in hopes that some of you that have not taken this seriously will do so. Ladies and gentlemen, a 20% increase in prices is theft of your labor. Please understand that. A leader at the company said it plans to push along all of the increases to its grocery and convenience store customers. He expects they will then pass them down to shoppers. Of course, ladies and gentlemen. And that 20% will then turn to 30 or 40%. I said at the beginning of this year on this channel, I said you better get ready to be paying 50% more for the things that you need by the end of this year. And you take a look at all of the staples out there. Take a look at meat, oils, rice, flour, gasoline, fuels for heating or whatever other purpose. 50% more. At the beginning of this year, a 50-pound bag of rice, the one that I like to eat, the sticky rice, was about $25, $24. Now it's $37. 50% increase. At the beginning of this year, gasoline was what? On average in the United States was $1.70. Now it's $3.40. 100% increase. At the beginning of this year, a 50-pound bag of flour was around $17. Now it's about $21. We lucked out on that one. That's only a 25% increase. At the beginning of this year, 4 pounds of butter was $2 a pound, $8. Now it's $9 and change. Again, we lucked out. Only about a 20% increase. At the beginning of this year, ladies and gentlemen, the oil that I usually get, you've seen me get it on a whole bunch of payday preps. I get it at Costco. Was about $19 for 2 3-liter bottles. Now, $29. 50% increase. I can go on and on and on. But I don't need to. You already know. You already know. You've seen it with your eyes. So you need to stock up, ladies and gentlemen, because this is not going to stop. And I wanted to go ahead and show you something just from this site. I was going down these articles. Okay? And look at this. Rising food prices threaten margins at grocer producers. Right, November 18th. Solving food supply chain problems requires more investment in critical food processing infrastructure. The thing is that we didn't have an infrastructure problem 2 years ago, but now we do. We have an infrastructure problem. All of a sudden, we have an infrastructure problem, where 2 years ago, we didn't have an infrastructure problem. Sure, we had a monetary problem because we've had a monetary problem ever since 1913. But now we do. Are you sure that it's an infrastructure problem or that it's a policy problem? And are these policies that are being enacted that have been affecting our infrastructure, are they going to continue for the foreseeable future? I would say so. Blame the supply chain on inflation and why it's here to stay. Are you getting the picture? Why inflation is so high and when it may ease? Supply chain issues slow UK economic growth. White House puts $17 billion toward port upgrades. Why weren't we having problems in the ports 2 years ago? And how is money going to fix the problems that we are having now because of the policies that have been enacted? October producer prices rise 8.6%, matching record high. UN, global food prices at highest in a decade. Wheat harvests a factor. Port delay disruptions in California, says agriculture exports. U.S. trade deficit hits record in September. Banana farms wiped out by lava on Spain's La Palma Island. Europe sets ambitious organic food production targets. You remember, or let me put it this way, isn't it weird that we have to name organic foods? We have to give food a label that supposedly says that that food is clean. Shouldn't it be the other way around? Shouldn't it be that if you go buy food that's not clean, that food should have a label on it? Fears of higher baguette prices crunch for the French. Supply chain's new normal is unclear, and that's okay. I'll leave it at that, ladies and gentlemen, but do you get the point? The point is this, is that this is not going to get better anytime soon. Why? Because whoever is in charge doesn't want it to. I've said this so many times, but people still think that everything's going to be okay. I hope it is. I hope everything is going to be okay. But take a look around, ladies and gentlemen. You better be stocking up. You better be stocking up. I hope you had a great Thanksgiving, but you better be stocking up, because you're going to need the food that you put away today. You're going to need it in the future. Stock it up, put it away, and if you don't want to look at it because you don't want to be reminded, that's fine. But stock up, put it away, and then go ahead and live your normal life. If you don't want to call yourself a prepper, that's fine. Don't call yourself a prepper, but get some food, put it away, stuff that you normally eat, then go live your normal life. Go do all the things that it is that you want to do, whatever it is. If you don't want to prepare any more than just having put away a few months worth of food. And then if something happens, you can have it there. And if nothing happens, you can call me crazy. That's fine. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you had a good week this week. Again, I hope that you all had a great Thanksgiving yesterday. Thank you very much for joining in today. Have a great weekend. We'll see you on Sunday. All right, we'll see you this Sunday at 12 p.m. Alaska time, 4 p.m. Eastern time for a Sunday live stream. Other than that, remember to be good to each other. When good people do good things happen. Remember to reach one, teach one, and repeat. If we all did this, the world would be a better place. And you know that it will be a better place. Many blessings to all of you and your family. I'm Alaska Prepper, and I'm out. God bless.